Welcome back to the Dubious Book Club podcast. I'm Aubrey, your host, and say hi, other dubious creatures.
The walls are closing in.
So I'm Jasmine, pronouns she, they, and as for where you can find me, I'm at Jasminer910 at anywhere you get your socials. On the rare occasion I want to give out, actually use my socials. Yeah, that is Jazz, like the music, Miner, like the mining coal, 910.
The meds have worn off, and now everything is just so fucking dull again.
Do you regret your previous actions?
Not in the slightest.
Good. So yes, we're picking up with the second half of House of Rayne. And before we get into things, I will mention the content warnings for this book. They are graphic violence, mental trauma, queerphobia, religious trauma, death, grief, animal death, mental illness, slut shaming, torture. And we'll probably see the majority of this stuff in the second half of the book, because the second half of the book goes hard.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it is. We pretty much pick directly up with Rayne and Salem going to investigate the little hut at the edge of the property.
Well, yeah, they do that. They bone first, but
I mean, of course.
Well, yeah, they do bone quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A very, very healthy sexual relationship.
Yeah, I was gonna say, always, every time I hit a sex scene, I'm always like, God, the level of consent that's written into this, the level of communication, I'm like, why is this not every relationship? In fiction.
Because there's a reason why all healthy relationships are confined to the realms of fiction.
I mean, it sounds like you just have my luck, but
no, I'm happily married.
This is the one of us that's happily married.
Oh, the one that's happily. I mean, I'm somewhat happily single, so I
just do this to torment my wife. Hi, Alex. I'm gonna pay for this later, but for now, I'm free and clear.
Torment away, but yeah. Again, the level of healthy communication, I always and it's just so much hotter if you know it's healthy.
Yeah. And that is one of the things I absolutely love about Harley's characters and books just in general, is having read a bunch of them. A lot of their relationships have really good communication. I know, Sawyer, you didn't like everything about her soul to take, but the two of them had really good communication for one of them being a demon.
But look, I was fine with Leon. I was fine with his crazy ass demon penis. I just thought that there could have been a bit more monster fuckery in the book that was specifically pitched to me as a monster fucker title. Leon ain't shit, I'm afraid.
Okay, so what I got from that is needs more monster fuckery.
Exactly. And then we've got House of Rayne, which, granted, nobody's having sex with this particular monster, but I still think it's a damn improvement.
I mean, nobody's having sex specifically with the monster, but there is still a lot of sex going on. So it
meets the technical definitions of monster fuckery.
I mean, it's the other definition of monster fuckery of the monster. First off, the monster is Rayne's dad, but but also I'd say the monster fucked everything over.
Yeah, the monster certainly does fucks up everything. Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
okay, I'd still consider Rayne's father the real monster.
Yeah, true. To be fair, he
He
created the
is
angel.
awful. I had a hunch from the very beginning that he did it, and yeah, he did it.
Yes, he did. And we discover his little occultism lair as they approach the little
Yeah.
stone house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, perhaps surprising no one given the cosmic amounts of foreshadowing we've gotten up until this point. Bad things happen in the creepy shack.
I mean, that is usually what happens in creepy shacks. That and
Yeah.
fuckery.
Yeah, so as it turns out, the angel specifically makes its lair in Picard Belfour's old adjunct space.
Yeah, that's it's a big surprise for both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's also like the first time we get our first real good look at the angel.
And also like the first like real good trying to figure out what the angel is. And that the angel isn't, that the angel like actually is something and isn't just like natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's again, I went on a tangent about like occult horror in the previous podcast. What?
Previous episode?
Okay, maybe the meds are still there.
Sorry, I was in Iceland in the previous episode.
No, you're good.
Yeah, no, it's good, but basically the angel is, I'm not gonna harp on it too much, but the angel is to play monster's advocate. I know, shocking for me, shocking, I know. It works because it's mysterious. We don't really know that much about it, and we're given, even by the time the book's wrapped up, we're given just enough information about it to make it scary, but not enough specific information to sort of, get rid of the mystery of the whole affair.
Yeah, no, like we still don't know exactly what the angel is by the very end. We just know that the wife's murder was, that the mother's murder was a part of it, and that also the mother kind of works as their guardian angel.
Yeah,
especially at the very end.
Yeah.
It's also,
I was going to throw that book across the plane if it ended sad.
Yeah, no, it was like, oh no, is she gonna murder? Is she gonna bury a gay? And the answer is no.
Do not bury a gay. We want our gays to be happy, and I'm glad they were at the end.
Yeah, there are some fucking close calls though.
Oh, very close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salem also finds the camcorder tapes.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
They find the prerequisite horror audio file.
Yeah. Jonathan Sims would be so excited.
Oh God! Don't tell him about the spooky recordings. Fucking somebody from the Magnus Archives is gonna burst through the wall like Kool-Aid man. Yeah. They managed to get their hands on the tapes, and then well, obviously they're gonna. I get that. Credit to the book. There was a very clear opportunity to just have Rayne. To have Rayne's dead mom just spell out the whole mystery via, these tapes.
Yeah.
But that's not what happens.
In fact, I was very much expecting it to just be a full info dump with the tapes. Yeah. Like just the full, okay, here's the mystery, here's how to solve it. Go ahead.
Yeah. it is certainly not that.
No, and again, like the true mystery of it never fully gets solved. Of the true, like, other than the dabbling with occultism, I don't exactly recall you ever get like the father's full motive either, other than just going crazy and possessive. And yeah.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like he was a monster, as you said, and did monstrous things, and something to do with the weird book.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, which we will get into.
Yeah.
Though we're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, there's a collection of VHS tapes. We learn pretty early on that not all things are clearly not well in the Balfour household. Meanwhile,
And also the once you realize that Rain, one, doesn't stay there by choice, and two, that there's a reason why she can't leave. Like, I always thought like I was thinking the being like, yeah, there like actually being a reason she's like fully latched, like stuck on the island.
yeah, we mentioned that before. There's some kind of strange curse that literally, again, the right the author covers all their bases. They like usually when people are on Evil Island, the logical thing is they want to leave Evil Island. This little curse loophole makes sure that people can't just leave Evil Island.
Because then
We wouldn't have a story.
we wouldn't have a story if everyone could just come and go from Evil Island as they please.
Exactly. My point. It. Damn it, book, be more poorly written so we can make more jokes.
Yeah, because I feel like that's like the only one there.
Like seriously,
Or that's like
it can't all just be me making disturbing noises over the angel, okay?
I mean, yeah.
There's got to be something else, goddamn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they sort of take a look at the tapes, and then Rain has to go do plot things away from Salem, and has to go up and fix the like the trail cams and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in fairness, Salem is hurt. Not get out of the angel's lair unscathed.
No.
Yeah. And so Salem heads to go stay with Rain's friends and his kids, and takes all the spooky stuff to study with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so specifically she's out with Andy, who is we touched briefly on Andy. He's basically like the local handyman, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he runs the hardware store. He's got an adorable daughter.
Two adorable daughters.
Yeah.
Okay, one makes more of a point of being adorable, but yeah.
Yeah. Well,
one is too young to have a personality.
Look, my
and
point
the other
is,
one has enough personality for the two of them.
Yeah.
Look, my point is that nothing bad is going to happen to Andy, I'm sure.
No, I can't possibly foresee anything bad happening to him. No, not at all.
What are all these flags?
Yeah, because historically, salt of the earth, single parents who don't have a single bad bone in their body make it out fine in horror.
No, they're totally not prime cannon fodder for a story.
Yeah,
I mean,
the character development goblin isn't lurking in the corner as we speak.
Yeah, right? I was gonna say again, nothing bad will ever happen to him.
Exactly. Right? It's fine. nothing to worry about, and I'm getting my characters messed up. Salem is looking through all of these photos and goes, this is creepy. I think there's a person being like taken part in these photos.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, trying to think, was this also where she like found the runes like being carved into the bones too?
I think she saw.
I think
saw them on the photos. I think.
Yeah.
There's picture again. The Polaroids very deliberately. The VHS tapes and the Polaroids were both very deliberately hidden in the creepy shack, so we can. Process of elimination says this is probably Picard's doing.
Yeah, because I mean, who else would know about the creepy shack and would totally look to that creepy shack to hide their creepy things?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
also,
like, dude
currently,
was all. Yeah. Oh no,
currently,
you go.
no, it's fine. It's just that as we're progressing, again, there's a bit of a fake out where like, oh no, the girls are separated, and then nothing happens.
Yeah,
but
I was
then,
gonna say, two adorable little girls, like, usually plot demands something happen to them, so.
yeah, well, Murphy's Law demands that something absolutely horrifying happen to somebody here, and eventually we get there because Blackridge is in the midst of a truly abominable winter storm, and the electricity goes out.
Of course, because like, why would that not like plot demands some
the plot needs a sacrifice.
Exactly. And like otherwise there's no story if she just goes out, comes back, everything is fine.
And that's when something interesting happens. So Rayne has she's out trying to fix the cell tower. Rayne has another encounter with the angel, and the angel thus far has lured its victims by mimicking other people's voices.
Yes.
But then it starts to try and lure out Rayne by using her mother's voice.
Yes.
Which, if you're paying attention, dear reader, you'll note thus far, the monster has only copied the voices of people that it has killed or otherwise encountered. But Rayne's mom died before the angel first appeared. Huh.
Yet somehow the angel knows who Rayne's mom was.
I wonder about that.
Yeah, something's definitely up with
later.
Yeah,
totally not just sprinkling some breadcrumbs for important plot developments later on.
So foreshadowing is a narrative device in which
we have to pay royalties to H. Bomber Guy.
Yeah.
The Thing continues to get up to shenanigans with our deuteragonists.
Is
very
it
nearly
technically, or is it co-protagonists? Because they're both equally the protagonist. A deuteragonist is usually like second in command.
Honestly, it can be both or either. The thing is, deuteragonist literally just means there's two of them. You get two different POVs. Sometimes you get more than one. Sometimes it alternates. I just say it because it's fun to say. Deuteragonist.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. But yeah, co-protagonist also works. Regardless, Salem very nearly gets got because the damn thing decides to decides to start mimicking her not quite girlfriend.
Oh yeah, they were not quite girlfriends at that point. They weren't exactly fully girlfriends.
Yeah, they were. The girlfriend meter is at least more than halfway full, but we're not quite there yet.
Yeah,
Uh,
we haven't seen all the cutscenes
trying to
yet.
think of when the girlfriend meter hit full.
Yeah, we haven't quite gotten to that part of the dialogue tree yet. We're getting there.
Yes.
Yeah. Fortunately for Salem, she is saved by the timely intervention of best boy Loki.
Best boy.
Mhm. Oh, he is
Yeah.
the best boy. He is the goodest of boys.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I can confirm Loki survives. Okay, nothing. I'm not going to say
would
Loki.
also go into the realm of things that would have caused me to throw the book across the plane. So, yeah.
It gets hairy for a bit for Loki. I'm not going to lie. Loki definitely sustained some battle damage, but Loki is fine. Loki survives. Yeah.
No dogs die in this book.
Rayne and Salem get more messed up than Loki ever does.
No dogs were killed in the making of this book.
Exactly.
Actually, well, we don't know for sure, but in the story, yeah.
Yeah, none get killed on the page. But yes, and due to Loki and everything, our two protagonists are finally able to get back together, and Rayne is real fucked up. She crashed the ATV and is kind of all like messed up. So now it's all up to Salem to drag her girlfriend home.
Yeah, and there's a chapter 35 is literally called fucking Good Girl.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Of course, you do know they're dynamic, right?
I know, but clearly the author knows other authors who use subtext and they're cowards.
Yes, they are.
We really like that phrase here at Dubious Creatures.
What?
Yeah.
Subtext?
No.
Cowards or what?
Yeah, that's what I get paid the big bucks
okay,
for.
this is my first episode. I need to get in on all the inside jokes. So
if you pay attention to the soundboard in the Discord server, you'll see.
It's not I don't think it's an inside. Katie has made sure it's no longer an inside joke. That fucking clip will haunt me for the rest of my days. Look, there was a time in my life to make ends meet where I would do amateur voiceover for certain, texts of a salacious nature.
Yeah.
And we'll
leave it.
What can I say? I needed the money.
I mean, money is money.
Money is money.
Yeah. I don't know. And no, you don't get any more information than that. I don't need more people digging those particular skeletons up.
You probably find them if you dig enough on Reddit.
I mean, yeah.
Shut up.
I know what subreddits they would be posted in.
Yeah. So anyway, moving on.
Anyway, back to where we were. Good girl.
I'm not fucking saying it. You gotta pay for that privilege.
How much? No.
My going rate's $20 an hour. So, moving on.
Yes.
Anyway.
Salem gets Rayne back, does her best to patch Rayne up, does have to call in the doctor, and just a lot of establishing relationship and watching them grow closer. But we haven't hit the point of no return yet. The denouement.
Yeah.
I can't knocks everything off my desk.
Good boy, Isaac.
Good boy.
So yeah, again, we have a moment to breathe. We have a moment to recuperate. We have some time to some time to like talk to Andy and Dr. Hale and watch as Salem continues to be just horrendous on Maine. Even yeah.
I'm bad, horrendous.
Just truly. I mean, granted, I know what we're here for.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fully supportive of women's wrongs. It's just like I would not. That would not be my reaction after being nearly killed by a six-limbed creepypasta. But that's just me.
More power to her.
That's just me. Like I'm not. Clearly, I'm not the battle lesbian.
Yes.
In the situation, no one's ever accused me of that.
No, they haven't.
Been accused of many things. That's not one of them. Eventually, unfortunately, the sexy times must end. And as we get a bit more into the stuff that they recovered from the shack, they start to wonder how, if that is Marion's body. Marion, again, for those who might have missed it, that's Rayne's mom. If that is Marion's body, how is she in these pictures if she was buried shortly after she was murdered?
And if so, what's in the coffin?
Exactly. Yeah.
Or who's in the coffin, or who's what? Yeah.
Oh, I have a meme for this. I don't know why
I've got a meme for this.
I don't know why I have.
You come prepared.
This meme just sits in my personal Discord server, and I do not remember the context of it, and I just remember that it exists occasionally.
Oh, I love it.
So yeah, they go out to. We're out here doing a little bit of, girls. The girls will be girls, getting up to a bit of brief exhumation.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally normal girl behavior.
Look, if you and your former one-night stand don't go out
ended up becoming a little more than a one-night stand.
Yeah. If you and your almost girlfriend don't go out to exhume your dead mom's corpse to solve a generational mystery, what are you doing, really?
Yeah, like that's like the best date, isn't it?
Guys, where's everybody going?
So yes, they dig up the body, and surprise, there's not a body in there.
No, there is not.
There is a book.
Yes.
A strangely, again, the book is deliberately described as smelling strangely smoky almost.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm like, okay, nobody's saying hail Satan, but
again, it's kind of given that.
Again, the book is very conservative with its supernatural elements, or at least it's very conservative with the specifics of its supernatural elements. It's kind of left up to your imagination what form of shenanigans old Picard was getting up to with this.
Yeah, that's not the point. That the exact type of cult shenanigans isn't really that important, other than just that he was getting up to that.
Yeah.
Also, wasn't it in French or something? Or
yeah, it was.
Trying to remember what language it was. Sorry, it's been a couple weeks.
No, it does say that the book is specifically in Fran. And here's the thing: that really doesn't narrow it down, because there are a lot of there is a surprising number of French grimoires just out there in the world.
I mean, French, of course,
very popular language.
Yeah, and like if you're gonna write a grimoire, it's like the great language for that.
It's
Yeah,
a
like
romance language. You know, everything
Exactly.
sounds better.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, like specifically, there's the grand. There's one literally called the Grand Albert, which doesn't sound very threatening.
Le Grand
The
Albert.
yeah, there's I
Or
think
it would be Albert Grand.
yeah,
Yeah.
or like Le Grand Grimoire probably sounds a bit more menacing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Dragon Rouge. There's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it doesn't really it doesn't really narrow it down, but it doesn't have to.
Yeah,
No.
there's something about it that reminded me of how horror movies in the 80s and 90s, where they just, a thing is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't, they don't have to go in and be like, this is where the book is, this is where it came from, because it's not important to this story.
No.
It's a creepy fucking book that someone used to summon a demon, and that's about how much what it needs to
That
be.
is exactly what it needs to be. And like, yeah, no, considering I do respect the not including extraneous details.
We don't need the provenance of this book.
A thing is a thing is a thing. We
Yeah.
don't need to know. We get a
Mm-hmm.
lot more out of Picard's notations in said book than really anything in the book itself.
Yeah.
Which is yeah, this man was up to some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All in the House of God, too.
Yeah. Like, Jesus. Like,
Demonic summonings in your house of God. It's more likely than you think.
I mean, yeah, no, actually, that kind of tracks.
Yeah.
But, because it's early in the morning and they don't want to risk going back to the bed and breakfast while it's still dark. They take shelter in the church and, light the fire so it's warm and they don't like freeze. And then first thing in the morning, guess who shows up?
Uninvited for sure.
Yes.
Fucking Ruth.
Yep.
Of course.
Fucking Ruth.
Fucking Ruth.
Fucking Ruth.
Ruth gets some instant karma though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also a little bit more development too, like a bit more background too.
That she and Rayne used to be like best friends when they were kids, and Ruth was her like first kiss.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
yep.
There's some internalized queerphobia there.
Totally,
Yeah.
100%. Which internalized queerphobia among religious people, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
But it's okay because we all know Ruth's here for one reason, narratively speaking, and it's not to tell us about old Jesus.
No, she already did that, so.
Yeah, no, it's so we can watch her die horribly.
It is so that we can watch her meet old Jesus.
And,
pretty just
yeah, so the angel shows up almost like, well, that's my cue.
exactly. It was right on cue.
Of
Like it was just
course. I
waiting.
mean, it's been a little too long since our buddy the angels showed up.
I know, and admittedly, this was the one time where it was because again, Ruth was like waving all of the death flags at this point. At this point, I was just imagining it like holding a little cue card, like, all right, and her line is right. Here we go.
Of course.
Shatter the window.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fit admittedly. I was like, yeah, okay, we're on the clock here.
Yeah, like we have to get this moving.
The rest of the book kind of just kicks off from here. This is the denouement. It's the point of no return.
Past the point of no return.
Okay,
Sorry,
wait.
I had to.
Yep, let's once you start, you're not going to stop.
But yeah.
But yeah, they do. So they do get pulled out of the line of fire by Gerard. And we learned a bit more about the history of the Balfour family once they managed to, they barricade the door and the angel eventually stalks off.
Because it's daytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. We learned a bit more specifically about. So Gerard is he is the local pastor, and he is by all accounts a pretty good guy. The main thing is that his brother was not well.
No.
That's putting it lightly.
And also he led Gerard to believe that the mother was not well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently it all started when Rayne's great-grandfather acquired this book that they found all the way back during World War One.
In Germany.
Deutschland.
Where historically only good things have happened.
No one's
during
ever
World
been
Wars.
interested in the occult in Germany.
No one has ever.
No, never.
Yeah, nothing bad has ever happened in Germany in regards to that.
Yeah. No, nothing. It was a very nice, peaceful time in Germany.
Yeah. Irregardless, I know irregardless isn't a word, but I like saying it. Fuck off.
The word is regardless.
Yeah, I like deuteragonist. I will continue to say nonsense until somebody stops me.
Irregardless would mean not regardless.
Yes, I know it's a double negative. It's fun to say. Leave me alone.
I know.
Sounds cool.
Irregardless. But yeah, so the history of the Balfour family, basically they have had this book on them since World War One. But Picard apparently was struggling with family life. The pregnancy with Marion was unplanned. It was the result of a indiscretion. Yeah, you can feel the quotation marks there, during a trip to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And
what's that sound? Someone loading a shotgun?
Yeah. Regardless, it seems that Picard was apparently of the opinion that God wanted him to do bigger and grander things than just, settle down and have a family and stuff. Because, again,
normal things.
Yeah, the general gist we get from Gerard is that he was very worried about his little brother from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
And that, in particular, he always found it very suspect that his brother made very wild claims about Marion. About her, fucking wandering off or flying into rages and shit, typical, she's come down with a case of the hysterical woman disease.
It's gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
Exactly.
And then Gerard had the audacity, the fucking cheek to be like, have you thought about maybe seeking counseling?
The normal thing, and it was like, no, the horrible idea. Seeking counseling.
Why would we ever
seek
counseling?
I know, and that was the last time apparently they spoke on the subject. Which, Gerard, buddy, I'm not saying you should have immediately gone to murder. I'm not saying you should have immediately rung the alarm bell there, but you. I'm not saying that this dude should have seen the horrifying murder coming, But I'm also, man, if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck,
It could murder like a duck.
yeah.
I was definitely gonna say, like, yeah, like, something is up there.
Yep. And then we move to something more fun, like a pillow fort.
Mm-hmm. Which are fun.
Honestly,
Yes,
fair. When in doubt, pillow fort,
Yes.
Yes, exactly. I'm pretty sure the team Not Breathing has built a pillow fort.
They absolutely have.
They absolutely have.
Yeah.
Do Not Breathing is the vampire coterie in our show.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
The name's not technically canon, but it look, I can't. There's very little. You might think, as the storyteller for the Chronicle, don't you have some say in No.
No, you
No,
should
no,
know
I
that.
don't.
No.
The fact that you think I have any control over these fuckers is flattering, but
Yes, pillow fort has happened. Food happens. Another really, really well-written sex scene that I have nothing to critique about other than it's really good, and I wish I could write sex scenes this good.
Yeah, I really she should teach a course on how to write sex scenes.
Seriously, I would take it.
Of course, same here.
I'm admittedly being like, okay, but can we get back to the monster? I want to see the.
But we need some
more.
sexy sex.
I don't. I need more of the greebly creature with the multiple limbs.
But gay.
I know gay, but also butt monster.
I mean, we finally kind of get an answer to what the fuck the ghost is and what the fuck the ghost is doing.
Yeah, and it is a genuinely disturbing scene, and props to body horror gets me. It's one of those things with me. It's like, ugh. That really gets me where I live. So props to the author for an effective scene. And this was the bit where I'm like, oh, okay, this thing either is or somehow is connected to the late Marion Balfour.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is D, all of the above.
Yes.
Yeah. Which, again, I like how we never necessarily get it confirmed to our face.
There's enough evidence.
But we don't. There's enough evidence to make a reasonable guess here.
So the ghost shows up to Salem and points her to the final videotape, which is pretty much Rayne's mom saying, I'm going to try and get us out of here because I'm worried my husband might murder me.
That'll do it.
Yeah,
that I think is pretty good confirmation that I mean, that definitely says not a coincidence, most likely, that she happened to die right then.
Pretty soon after making that video.
Yeah.
What's really ironic is that we learn early on that Picard was one of the first casualties of the Angel.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't control his own creation.
Yeah, no.
Or his creation
Shocking.
specifically sought him out first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again, we don't get it confirmed, but draw your own conclusions.
Mm-hmm.
Or his creation got revenge on him.
Yeah. But we have absolutely zero time to process this because we get an emergency call from Seahawk. The monster is at Andy's.
No, you said nothing bad happens to Andy.
Well, I guess those were death flags. Yeah,
Hmm.
unfortunately, poor Andy does not survive.
Those were very much death flags. Damn you,
Yeah.
plot.
Yeah. I will say, given how the book ends, do we really need to sacrifice? Did we really need to sacrifice Andy of all people so that the two of them could be in lesbians together with gabies? But that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they could have had their own gabies, but
They could have adopted. I'm just saying. I
well,
know
they did.
yeah.
Yeah.
I look at mild tangent. It doesn't really detract from the overall quality of the voice. It's like, God damn it. Andy was solid. Andy
Yeah, I
was an
liked
ally.
him.
And Andy was a good guy. Andy was like
Yeah.
we
Only
could
the
have had
good
any.
die young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could have
Fucking
been
hell.
anybody else.
No. Couldn't
No.
have just picked some rando off. Well, okay, it's been picking randos
It's
off
been
the
picking
street.
randos off for a while.
Yeah, it's been picking randos off for a while. Like they needed it to
They
kill a main
needed
character that wasn't
someone
Ruth.
important to
Yeah.
kill for the plot. Like,
They need to kill
otherwise, like, you
somebody
need
that
the
we actually
stakes.
liked.
You need the
Yeah.
stakes there.
You need the stakes. The stakes are medium.
Yeah.
But Rayne and Salem are able to save the children. They are fine. Andy is not fine, but the children are fine.
Yeah.
But in the chaos, the angel grabs Salem and pulls her into the burrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm excited.
Yeah. And we sort of get to see a little bit more about, like, it's been kind of burrowing under the island a little bit into all of these areas, and the burrow takes them to the lighthouse, which is its like nest.
Yeah, it has essentially made
Interesting, because it was also Marion's
yeah, exactly.
favorite place to go out to. That's like an interesting
And where she was murdered.
parallel there.
Yeah. Now it's a flesh nest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a flashback to certain meat hives in that moment.
We don't need to get into the meat hives.
We don't need to get into the meat hives. We don't have time to get into the meat hives.
We don't have. There simply isn't time to get into the meat hives.
We don't have time to unpack that.
I feel like there's context I'm missing.
Yes, but
it is a very old inside joke involving an old vampire chronicle.
Look,
you should never get. Look, the point here is that you should never give me creative freedom.
Okay, but it sounds like giving you creative freedom is fun.
But it's fun for me.
Horrifying.
Exactly, it's fun for you. It's horrifying for us, so it's fun.
Yeah, like that. I'm having a good time. Meat hives notwithstanding.
I mean, yeah.
The life of storyteller tormenting the players.
That's like the whole point. If the players aren't, if the players and the characters aren't suffering, then it's not good enough.
Yeah.
Look, I just want to put everybody in this little container so that I can, this little Tupperware, so I can shake them and hear their delightful screams from time to time.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Right, the flesh nest,
the meat hive, the flesh nest,
the other meat. Yeah. It is. Yeah, it is. It is rank down here, and it is decorated. It seemed the creature apparently takes trophies.
Yep.
Like jewelry and scraps of clothing.
Body parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally not creepy at all, but yeah.
Luckily, we set up earlier in this book that this lighthouse was not electric. It ran on kerosene. So guess what we have in abundance?
Kerosene question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the one Melanie, her name's Melanie. I've been calling her Marion.
Damn.
Damn it.
You got me into that too.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Look, I finished this like
I
2 weeks
lied.
ago, so like
I deceived.
and I'm bad with names IRL too.
Yeah. No, I
Melanie,
thought it was
her
Marion.
name is Melanie.
Melanie. Her name is the mom's name. Dead mom's name is Melanie Balfour. I thought it was Marion for some goddamn reason. It's
They're
not.
very close.
Hey, wait, I'm also like, wait, a dead mom? Is this a Disney movie?
It's always there's always a dead mom. Doesn't matter what you're reading.
Mom
There's
always
at
has
least...
to die. I wonder if she
Mom-
had a braid.
Maybe.
When putting together your dead mom starter kit.
Remember, they have to have the loose side braid.
Loose side braid.
Simply must.
They've got to be, the better parent.
Oh, always.
Optional
The dad
starter
just kind of
pack.
has to. Yeah.
Optional starter pack includes impeccable cooking skills and/or some strange hobbies.
Yes, which we have both, I feel.
Yeah.
And maybe,
But,
I don't know.
Well, it's too bad because she's Bones now, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
Just bones.
Salem is in the fucking flesh nest, and wouldn't you know it, there's a skeleton. There's a skeleton carved with unrecognizable symbols surrounded by the melted remnants of candles. It's pretty damn clear what went down here.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's pretty damn clear those Polaroids were definitely something.
Yeah. So we're at the bottom of the ninth here. Like this is the climax.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
Bottom
know
of the
what's
ninth,
about.
bases loaded.
Yeah, y'all know what's about to happen.
Here's the climax.
Listen.
No, there's been a few other climaxes, but
Listen. Don't fucking ruin this for me. Yeah, you all got your Lesbian Lex. Okay, let me have this.
Okay. Here you
Let me let me have this.
Take it then.
You will have this.
So anyway, yeah. Salem is well, can you say fucked? And
Fucked.
and obviously, Rayne obviously got to go save her distressed damsel.
Of course.
Exactly.
That's like a given.
Yeah. The main thing is that, well, the good news is that Rayne is fairly pragmatic about it, despite the horror of discovering her mom's remains in this state. They already got the clue from the MacGuffin book that the bones are the mystical tether or whatnot. So, well, time to set this shit on fire.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good thing there's a lot of kerosene here.
Yeah.
Again, perfectly reasonable. When in doubt, set it all on fire.
That usually is how you get out of a lot of things.
That's how you get out a lot of things, specifically in horror films, honestly.
Yeah, just burn it to the ground.
Look, if you're a monster hunter and you're unsure how to kill a thing, set it on fire.
Yep.
Generally works. But there's a moment where it looks like Rayne's not gonna make it.
Oh.
Because she does the self-sacrifice thing.
No, we're not burying gays here.
No, we are not.
Even though she literally says all the things that you do before you die a glorious death.
Yeah.
Except the die a glorious death.
Yeah. So she blows the angel the fuck up. And then shoves Salem off the lighthouse. So got really lucky that apparently the water's deep enough under the lighthouse that didn't hit any rocks.
Yeah, I was about to say that nobody hits the rocks on these things. Like the rocks might as well be big throw pillows.
They are. You didn't know that?
Surprise.
Okay, fucking first of all, I lived in the Pacific Northwest like a year and a half. It was bad. Second of all, yes, the rocks, they are there. They're not throw pillows.
Yeah, I know they're not throw pillows. It's not like I don't have family that lives pretty much in this exact where this is based off of.
They're sharp and they're belligerent, and there's too many of them.
Yes.
Okay, and again,
and the water is also freezing.
Yes, and if you hit the water from a certain height, it's like fucking concrete. It doesn't matter. Like at a certain point, gravity wins. But again, we're in the last fucking pages of this book. It would be pretty unsatisfying if everybody just fucking died.
I mean, at least they'd be able to be happy and gay in heaven.
Yeah, I mean, for all my fucking pedantry, the fact of the matter is the reason why a lot of these stereotypes exist is because at the end of the day, it's just not narratively satisfying for things to be realistic. Because I've always maintained that a story does not have to be realistic in the least to be good.
No.
People who are generally obsessed with realism are also the sort of people who can't come.
It's also like realism, like you really want to read a book about real life?
Yeah, have you?
Like you read books to escape real life.
Yeah, I will never understand the obsession with trying to make fiction more realistic because kind of
there's a whole genre, a whole medium, called nonfiction, which is about the realistic stuff.
So I've never understood the obsession with making the fiction more realistic when that is entirely when the dictionary definition of fiction is not based in reality.
Yeah.
Again, I suspect they just can't come. That is my working theory.
Yeah,
not the worst
my working theory too.
Yeah. But you know who is gonna be able to?
Oh yeah, we know exactly.
Yeah, because at the 11th hour, the ghost of Melanie Belfour pulls a Deus Ex Machina so that Salem can get her girl before she drowns.
Good on you, Melanie. Good on you.
And you know what? I'm okay with it, honestly, because it feels pretty satisfying after everything that's just gone down.
Yeah.
Good on you, Melanie, for realizing we were almost going to bury some gays.
And, self-sacrifice from the afterlife to save your daughter. Good.
And yeah.
And we have an epilogue.
We do. We cut to three no doubt incredibly sapphic years later.
Yeah.
Oh, they were most likely extremely sapphic after all of that.
And they moved as literally to the center of the country, as far away from water as they can get.
I don't blame
Colorado.
them.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, I think if I went through that, I would not want to ever be in the Pacific Northwest again.
No, I think I'd be figuring out how to peace out as quick as... Yeah.
And because the curse,
especially with the whole one of them literally being trapped there. Yeah. I think as soon as you have the keys, then peace.
Yeah. But
they do end up They do end up adopting Rebecca and Rachel, which, again, at this point, why not?
I mean, but yeah. I mean, they needed someone.
Yeah.
They needed someone.
They both talk about how they've been getting therapy and working and becoming better, and it's I kind of it acknowledges that everything is not magically better now that the problem has been solved.
Not how it works.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's very much not how it
still
works.
Highly traumatized.
Yeah.
No, still getting nervous every time sundown occurs, which again, fair.
Fair. I mean, I can totally understand why there'd be PTSD there.
Yeah, nothing about that situation was okay.
Yeah.
But it does end, the book does end with Rayne proposing to Salem.
Yep.
I'm
adorable.
Wait, were they ever girlfriends or did they just completely skip to spouses?
I feel that's it's 3 years later. I imagine they must have been.
That's forever in lesbian years.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3.
That's a slow
the
burn
way
for
lesbian
lesbians.
years work is you either you haul it in on day 2 or you're best friends for an entire decade before even realizing there could possibly be anything.
Look, this is
no in between.
Look, as a lesbian anthropologist, this is what we refer to as the long U-haul.
Very long U-haul.
I mean, no. Technically, it was a very short U-haul. I mean, she totally U-hauled in. I mean, staying at the person's bed and breakfast and immediately fucking them again, I'd go with is a pretty quick U-haul.
Yeah.
I was.
Does that
count? Does that count as? But does staying at the bed and breakfast count as moving in together, or more of a and they were roommates type situation? Lesbian scholars still debate to this day.
Yeah, I'd go with that. Puts it as a and they were roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, the fact of the matter is, regardless of the mechanics of it, it's cute and honestly, it's nice for a book published in the fucking 2020s to not just be grim all the fucking time.
Yes, I agree.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, because I'm done with it. Okay, I'm I get it. Life's bad. Doesn't mean our fictional escapes from it also has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't we actually have true escapism?
No, we need to constantly be prophesizing the fucking end of the world as a thinly veiled excuse to get some control over our dismal situation, because if it's in a video essay,
all the other dismal situations we could be in.
Yeah, because if it's in a video essay about how we're all going to die in 3 years, then it must be true.
Yeah. The end is nigh.
Yeah, seriously, guys, go outside.
Go outside. Touch some grass.
Go outside. Meet a lesbian. It doesn't even matter if you don't swing that way.
In with a lesbian.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter if you don't meet that way. It doesn't even matter if you don't swing that way. Just go out and meet a lesbian. Have a nice conversation with another human being.
Yes.
Start a podcast. That's kind of what happened to me. I met a various coterie of lesbians, and things just sort of spiraled from there.
Yeah, exactly.
Same here. I mean, and then also around my 18th birthday, I became a lesbian. So yeah, totally went that whole pipeline.
Okay, that word's going to get very overused, I feel.
Yes.
Dear listener, keep a lesbian counter.
Oh, yes.
Drink every time we say the word lesbian.
Lesbian. What is a person from the Isle of Lesbos called?
Certainly not.
Yeah. Irregardless,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm not letting this go.
Mhm.
So that was House of Rayne.
Yeah.
Um, it's pretty good. It's pretty
Mhm.
good, honestly. Like, I will say, towards the end, it does. I don't know. It starts falling into a few more of its own tropes towards the end because, tis a horror book.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you need a few tropes.
But I don't
Exactly.
really mind it because at the end of the day, between the general creep factor of the angel and the obvious chemistry of the main characters, it doesn't really do anything that new, but everything that it does do, it does well, so it doesn't really detract from the overall quality.
Yeah. It's not like it's just not like a completely original story, but it does everything that it does well.
It's
And
also, is any story original?
there's 14 stories that exist and we keep telling them over and over.
Yes, yes.
I'm not having this conversation again. I'm not having it. Yes, every fucking story is original. You want to know why? Because it comes from your fevered imagination. But the reason
Yes,
why
sure.
the reason why it repeats certain things is because asking a person to write a story without including other examples of stories they seem is like asking a person to build a house without bricks.
I mean, yeah, most houses have the same general shape, but that does not mean your house is not like an original. It's not your house.
Yeah, so like get out of there with that no original story shit.
Yeah.
And tropes are tools.
Yeah. The key is that they're done well.
Yes.
Exactly.
If they weren't popular, if they weren't popular, then they wouldn't be used in the first place. And anybody who feels the need to pedantically call out every single trope, regardless of overall quality, I refer you back to the can't come crowd.
Yes.
Never
Again,
mind the fact.
Tropes are tools.
Never mind the fact that is literally like 90% of what I do on this podcast. Look,
being the can't come crowd, or
look, we all know. Look, if this book has revealed one thing, so now our audience at home knows thoroughly what I get off to.
Can't wait to have an actual Monster Fucker month.
Yes.
I've been planning it, and I'm making sure it's 4 very non-human monsters.
Thank you. That's literally all I ask.
Thank you.
Is that so hard?
I mean, I know what'll be hard. No.
Okay, I walked into that one.
You totally.
I walked into that one. I set them up, and you knocked me down.
100%.
Exactly.
Right, so, in terms of final prognosis for House of Rayne,
I would give it 5 out of 5 blood bags. It's probably going to end up in my top 5 books of the year.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with 5 out of 5, honestly, just because like it is what it is, man. What is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it knows exactly what it is. It knows exactly like what the story that it's telling, and like the execution of it, like it does it well and it sticks the landing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what more do you reasonably need out of a book? Like it doesn't.
Well, also not giving out too many details over the course of it, so that you're still interested and like you're still like, okay, but what is this? But what's going on? Where are we going? And like how?
Yeah, Because not every book needs to set up like a fucking cinematic universe.
Yeah.
No.
Like
Sometimes
I
a book's
like
just a
that.
book.
I appreciate it being a one and done.
Yeah.
it can just be it can just be its own little
One shots are
self-contained
good.
thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be like it's a common trope, especially among creatives, to like fall back to reference previous works. And part of the reason for that, because I do it, is because writing's hard.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when you have an idea that you really like or just didn't work out for something else, and then you have a new project, you kind of end up cannibalizing previous stuff. And
Yeah.
the end result is that it can make it, you can kind of fall into the trap of making everything interconnected when there's really no reason for it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I know because I've done that. And you know,
It can be fun, but sometimes it's just fun to just create something where there's no expectations and there's nothing calling back to other things, where it just stands on its own.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's what we have a shortage of nowadays too. And it makes it really hard to get into anything when you know everything is going to be like a multi-year, multimedia commitment.
Yeah. And it's just like, I want to start this book series, but I know it's like 5 books long.
And I'm
That's
like,
a commitment.
Already like being able to commit to one book can be a little hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, one-offs are highly underrated. The art of just writing a self-contained story is really fucking difficult, because
Yeah.
the thing about a sequel is that yay, I can leave all these plot threads dangling and not have to go through the mental gymnastics of tying everything up in a nice little bow by the time the final chapter closes.
I mean, no, I'd argue trilogy would be the easiest because beginning, middle, and end can just be 3 separate books.
Yeah. But the problem is sometimes sequels do anything but tie up loose ends.
No, usually they create more loose ends and untie the ends that they've tied.
So, like, again, the making
Remember that guy we killed
just
in the first book? He's alive again.
Yeah, because plot.
Yeah. I would argue that a lot of the surprise resurrections come from fan bases obsessing over certain characters.
Can we just not do retcons like that?
Yeah.
Like, no, if the person's dead, they're dead.
The rule is, if you show a body, they are dead. Do not bring them back. If you do not show a body, that's when you can do the surprise they somehow managed to survive.
Yes. Unless it is a story that resurrection makes perfect sense in.
Yes, exactly.
Like, unless it's a story like where resurrection is already like before then a major plot point.
Yeah.
The rules are vague and unclear.
I mean, the number one rule of writing is you have to break all the rules.
Yeah.
Or you can choose to break all the rules.
And thus the cycle of contradictions continues. Look,
as long as you know how to break them.
I look, guys, I'm going to be real with you. I don't know what I'm doing. I have absolutely no fucking clue. Nobody's figured it out yet, and it's kind of incredible. So I think if I just keep going,
just fake it till you make it.
Yeah, if I just keep going, I just keep plodding forward, then maybe I can finish out season 1 of The Vampire with No Name without immediately exploding.
Exactly. Now that we've shared our thoughts on that book,
yeah,
I'll give you all a hint as to what's coming next. Usually we have the poll where people vote, with the one caveat is when it's a host's birthday month, they get to choose the book. Next month is my birthday. So I have chosen Kiss of the Basilisk by Lindsey Straube. And this one's going to be very interesting. The blurb for this book is
one word for it.
I was
20-year-old.
gonna say the word is dubious, but
It's something that was very dubious about it. The blurb for the book is 20-year-old Temperance Varys has never been
Oh,
kissed, but that's what the basilisk is for. Along with 13 other contestants, Tem must train with the basilisk to learn the power of seduction and win the prince's hand in marriage. When Tim is matched with Caspian, the Serpent King, she realizes she might actually stand a chance. But with tensions rising between the basilisks and the humans, Tim is suddenly thrown in two directions. As her bond with Caspian deepens, so does her connection with the prince. When she uncovers a terrible secret about the royal family, Tem finds herself caught between two worlds, neither of which can survive without the other.
I was riding so high after this book, and you just had to pull me back down to earth, didn't you?
The series that this book belongs to is called Spit or Swallow.
I
feel like there's gonna be a lot of both.
I hate this.
I know. Like, I know exactly what you're doing to us.
Yeah, I know it's your birthday. But sincerely, fuck off to so much hell it isn't even funny. Oh my god, this is gonna be a slog, isn't it?
I don't know. I've read the first a few hours and I'm enjoying it, but this is also me bait.
Totally. I
feel
like you're gonna get a massive kick out of our reactions.
Yeah.
It's literally all she does.
I mean, okay.
You're the storyteller. You're gonna torment me in the game. I can torment you out of the game. It's only fair.
That is fair.
I never agreed to this.
You keep showing up.
Yeah, but that's more the Stockholm syndrome than anything else.
Yeah, it's fair.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we will see you next time with
the first half of Kiss the Basilisk.
Yay.
You sound so excited.
Look, I get one reprieve every blue moon. A House of Rayne was it. Now it's back to the fucking gulag.
So yeah, we will see everybody in 2 weeks for the first half of the next book. Say goodbye, dubious creatures.
Bye.
Help.